Hi everyone, it's Catherine here and I'm bringing you this month's exclusive sleep tip. So this month we talk about naps and how you can help your child take the best naps possible for their age. And I'm going to bring you 5 simple tips today on how you can help them get there. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is expectations, and the reason I'd like to start with this is because if we've got realistic expectations and you know your child's taking the right amount of naps during the day, you're going to promote good nighttime sleep as well, as I mentioned in the summary of this video. So, expectations, newborn. Obviously we can't expect a newborn to sleep through the night or have any sort of daytime nap routine. If you have got your newborn in that sort of routine, that is very lucky, but most newborns take cat naps throughout a 24-hour period. In fact, they usually sleep between 17 to 18 hours a day, but it doesn't feel like that because you feel so sleep deprived because they may take a huge proportion of that during the day. In terms of thinking about requirements and expectations, so how much your child should be napping during the day, I'll give us, it's obviously very difficult to cover every age, but I'll give you sort of a summary of the best amount of naps and that a child will need to promote good nighttime sleep, but also overall health and well-being as well. So from about 4 months of age, you can start helping your child to get into a nap time routine. That doesn't mean that they'll automatically get in that routine straight away. You can start to break their naps into 3 naps and start promoting good nap time sleep. A good amount of sleep at this age as nap time sleep would be around 4 to 4.5 hours a day, and that would really help promote nighttime sleep as well. So, and then around 8 to 9 months, a big sleep regression happens for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons is that a child's sleep requirements change, so they decrease, so they need less sleep. So that's when you'll notice that your child will need to drop from 3 to 2 naps a day. And they'll take 2 naps right up until they're about 15 to 17 months old. When they're younger, they'll take more sleep, so they might need 3 hours a day, and as they get older, then they're looking at decreasing from to 2 hours a day. At around 15 to 17 months, again for multiple reasons, another sleep regression happens, but one of the main reasons is that their sleep requirements change again, they decrease, so they need less sleep during the day. So that's when they'll sort of look to go to 1 nap a day, and the 1 nap at 15 to 17 months might be 2 hours, might be 2.5, but the closer they get to 3, the less sleep they need. So most children are around 3.5, either need no naps or perhaps just need a cat nap to get them through to bedtime. So the reason I talk about age is because in order to get the really good naps, we need to make sure they're getting the right amount of naps and the right times of naps as well. So I hope that gives you a sort of quick summary of the amount of sleep your child needs per age during the day. And that will really help them with their nighttime sleep as well. It's also really important when we think about expectations to think about what affects naps, and that's very similar to what affects nighttime sleep, and if not the same. So we can't expect a child to nap well all the time if they're ill, if they're teething, if they're going through sleep regressions, if they're going through separation anxiety. If you've got a lot of stuff going on in your personal life, it's going to affect your child's sleep, both daytime and nap time as well. So we need to be really realistic about what's going on for your child and your family, and have the expectation that will affect their day and nighttime sleep as well. The second thing is to make sure you have a good nap time routine. So a bedtime routine should typically be sort of 30 minutes, 45 minutes max, and that's the chance for your child to wind down. It teaches them when bedtime's coming, and we need exactly the same for nap time, except we don't need half an hour, just a 5 to 10 minute routine that will help your child settle to sleep, and over time and through consistency learn that nap time is coming. So if I quickly talk you through our son Oliver's nap time routine, we go in, change his nappy, and we always try and encourage him to go to the toilet in his nappy before his nap time, so it doesn't affect his nap. We then give him a clean nappy, we shut the blinds, the curtains, we have a sleepy phase that we say to him, it's sleepy time Oliver, it's time to go to sleep. We use the same one day and night time. We put him in his sleeping bag, we read him a book, and we put him down in his bed with his comforter. Now obviously we've got to that through a lot of time investment and energy investment of helping him to teach him to sleep. But when we started that meant nothing to him, but we've done that every single day since we've started, and he's now learned that that is nap time. So nap time routine is really key and really important to help your child to sleep during the day. The bedroom environment is really important, so making sure it's the right temperature is really, really key. So the ideal room temperature would be between 16 to 18 degrees. And obviously in the summer months, you may need to have the window open, you may need to leave it open during the day, you might need to keep blinds shut, curtains shut if it's really sunny and really hot. And sometimes it's going to be impossible to get that temperature, but just do your best that you can to keep the temperature at that point. You might need to use fans in the summer. So yeah, just an idea there with temperature. And making sure the bedroom's tidy and it's set up for sleep as well as making sure if you've got a sensitive sleeper that will not nap, I really recommend a blackout blind during the day. Not for children that are under 12 weeks of age, but for older children, it just really helps with the association of bedtime replicating actual nap time, replicating bedtime as well. The other absolute key thing for naps is to put your child down for a nap before they're overtired, so get them when they're tired. So tiredness might be glazing into thin air, it might be decreased activity, an interest in toys, it could be rubbing eyes, it could be yawning. Overtiredness is when you see meltdowns, screaming, crying, tantrums, that sort of thing, and that's really quite impossible to put your child down for a nap at that time because their cortisol levels are raised, which is a stress hormone, and we actually need cortisol levels to be low and we need them to be relaxed. So getting them when they're tired rather than overtired is key, and that doesn't matter if you're the type of parent that has a set nap time. It doesn't matter about bringing the nap time earlier. It's actually more important that you do that and help your child to settle whilst they're tired rather than overtired. And the last thing I'd mention is, if you've got a child that's waking up frequently at night and isn't napping as much as you feel they should, or isn't anywhere near the recommendations that I said earlier in this video, then I'd really recommend working on nap and nighttime at the same time. And the reason that is because I said it earlier in this video, is that sleep breeds sleep. So if your child's waking up multiple times a night, let's say you've got a 1-year-old that's waking up all the way through the night still and is sleeping 45 minutes a day, whether that's in one go, they're not getting enough daytime sleep to help them promote their nighttime sleep, if that makes sense. So work on them together, have consistency throughout both so that your child learns that sleepy time, it's time to go to sleep. And they are my 5 tips today. I hope they're helpful and I look forward to seeing you next month. Take care, bye.